on their most recent proposal, like we just aren't able to like get to a place where we're actually even talking about the same thing. So I think that's the hardest thing is our first offer and then their counter was like black and white.
What do you see as like the timeline? Like when is there gonna be another meeting? Like what do you?
It's not gonna be another in-person meeting. So I mean, hopefully there'll be able to be a meeting on a Zoom, and that's the next best thing. But at some point, these are conversations and topics that need to be addressed, and I feel that both sides want to get them done, but at the same time, we need to have a little bit more of a sense of urgency, because if we don't have it figured out by end of season, then we have bigger problems and things to worry about.
Do you feel like that sense of urgency that the players have been hearing over the calls and you guys want to get it done, their teams on avoid any type of stoppage? Do you feel like in that meeting yesterday, you also feel that sense of urgency?
Maybe. I think what I could feel was their like shock and maybe just realization of how important this is to us based on the number of people that were in the room. I don't think they knew exactly how many players were going to be there, and it wasn't just all-stars, players from different teams that have nothing going on this weekend, and they wanted to be here for this meeting.
Do you think any progress was made yesterday?
No, not really.
I'm changing the subject, sorry, but
Yeah, come on, let's change.
somebody can go back to it. But Breanna, we're doing a big contest. Obviously, losing Caitlin, that would have been really fun to see them go at it and just see two great shooters. But Breanna still is like very much a big name in this league, and so just kind of talk about her influence and her getting back to the sport contest.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like there's a lot of things happening in this All-Star Weekend where injuries and people are getting replaced, and it shows the talent that we do have in this league. And I think what's going to be equally as interesting and fun to watch is seeing Sav versus Alicia Gray, the defending champ, reigning champ for skills and the three-point contest. Like, let's see how she can repeat and go back-to-back in both. And I think there's just other conversations and things that could be talked about. And I don't know, I saw them practicing before we had practice, like not the players, but just the in-game environment, and it seems like it's going to be a good time.
I know you can't change everything in the league overnight, but if you were given one wish to change something, what would that one wish be?
Ooh, if I could change one thing in the league, I would. I would create a 50-50 split of revenue share. That's what I would do. Maybe 51-49 if I could do what I want.
Breanna, you were just talking about how much talent there is in this league. There are 6 first-time All-Stars.
Yep.
Just taking a look, like taking a step back as a veteran in this league, how are you seeing where the game has progressed to?
Yeah, I mean, I think where the game has progressed is just there's more than 20 All-Stars in this league, and you see it by the ones that are coming in as injury replacement. Like, shout out to Sykes and Bree Jones as of late. Like, they had incredible starts to their season as well, and I think it's good for people to see more names and figure out more faces of this league and understand how much talent we really do have.
Thanks.
The All-Star game on the W side tends to be pretty competitive and well played, and I'm curious, why that is. Like, what is sort of the vibe and the feeling? I know last year was different because it was against the USA team, but what is it about the W players that the games are competitive, well played, players are working hard out there?
Yeah, I think what it is about us is we know how important it is to put good product on the floor. We've been kind of through the gauntlet for a lot of different things, and want to make sure that we always put our best foot forward. So while we're gonna have fun and make sure that everyone kind of gets out of here injury free, we're gonna play hard and go for the win. I think as quarters go on, the game intensifies even more, and by the fourth, it should be a close game and fighting for the win.
So you talked about revenue share is the big thing in the CBA negotiations, but there's obviously so many other things in the CBA. Have you been able to talk about any other topics, and is that a concern if not so?
I mean, we were able to get into like a few other topics, but like I feel like there's so much that we need to cover that we just need to have a little bit better job prioritizing one thing and then going to the next and going to the next instead of bouncing around, because then conversations are left kind of unfinished and we don't get to a good place on anything.
Are the other things kind of like an umbrella? Like, is the revenue share kind of the umbrella that makes sure you can get the other things, you think?
Yes and no. Like, some of them are also just like player amenities and that type of thing, and making sure like benefits for moms and retired athletes and like the pension and that type of thing. So there's a lot. It's just a lot to be figured out.
The players talk.
Hey, just trying to just do something better.
How are you? Good to see you.
Hey, just for public consumption, what's your best Sue Bird story?
Ooh, my best Sue Bird story. I have like a few. Obviously, when I told her to use her legs in Game 5 against Phoenix, and then she went, and then the shirt, but she went like absolutely nuts in that quarter, scoring, I don't even know, 14 points or something crazy. But also like breaking her nose probably in the game before that. We went through a lot. We went through a lot together, but Sue's someone that she really is genuine in who she is and is very comfortable in her own skin, and she helped me be able to be comfortable in my own skin just by learning from her and growing up, following her footsteps a little bit.
Any like rooftop stories that you can share?
Oh, rooftop stories. I don't know. She used to say like, don't call me at night or don't FaceTime me at night unless you're in jail. Unless you're in trouble. Be like, if you try to FaceTime me late at night, I'm not answering, and you better be like in jail and need to be bailed out or something like that. But we brought her out. She was out in the streets a lot. She's out this weekend.
Where have you seen Gabby grow the most since college?
I've seen Gabby grow the most just with her confidence. It's really a mindset, and you know knowing that she can have the same impact no matter if she's playing in France, for France, overseas, in the W, at UConn, and it's great to see her healthy but also just free-flowing and doing whatever she wants on the court.
When you first met Thea in college, did you feel like she'd be somebody that would start in the league with you?
Well, she was a freshman when I was a senior, so everybody comes a long way from their freshman year, but I think, just knowing the versatility that she had and the want and the desire to kind of push things forward, I wouldn't have been able to foreshadow it, but definitely not surprised.
Gabby said earlier that her impression was that the league was trying to squeeze out AU and rival. I guess like in this broader conversation of prioritization and whatnot. Is that essentially got from yesterday, or just in general from these conversations that that's what they're trying to do?
Honestly, I don't think we even got that deep into it. I think that knowing that they want to make the season go later is one thing, and also it's just something that needs to be talked about when you're going to add 2 more teams next year. Like, how many games are happening in a season plus playoffs, because we can't finish October 17th again with all of that. So if it is pushed later, next year is a World Cup year, it's going to affect overseas leagues, it's going to affect AU, it's going to affect Unrivaled, and we just want to be on a page where we can work together and make all things happen fluidly, if that's a word, because I don't think that lifting up one league should tear down another.
I know you already said this, but I was wondering about the executive committee. How did you guys get organized to go into that meeting? So the message was clear, and what was the focus on the presentation?
Yeah, we had we met 30 minutes before. There's been calls almost weekly with the EC, but also player reps, talking about what's going to be our stance, what are we going to be standing up for, what's the mindset going into it, and really we wanted them to hear from the player perspective, like hear our voices directly, not have to go through the PA or emails or whatever the case may be. So I think that in one way was beneficial, just from hearing different perspectives of players that otherwise they might not.
Were you impressed with how many players showed up? We're hearing 40 or more.
Yeah, I was definitely impressed with how many players who showed up. Like, it got to a point where there wasn't enough chairs for players. You know what I mean? So people had to continue to like slide down and add chairs a little bit, and that just shows we all know how big of a moment this is for our league for now and for the future.
Just to stick with a little bit, who's one All-Star that you think deserves their flowers?
One All-Star that deserves their flowers. I'm gonna go from my team for sure. I'll go right here to the right. Alicia Gray. I think she definitely deserves her flowers. She kind of, oftentimes her game goes under the radar, and her impact that she has should be paid attention to a lot more. Obviously, having a big effect in All-Star last year between skills and three-point, but the way that she's just playing this season, especially like confident and getting to her spots and making sure that she kind of dictates what she wants on the court is really just a growth from when she started to where she is now. So don't love playing against her, but she's definitely someone that I admire and like watching play.
We just saw Fee and Paige play one. Who is a player, present or past, that you would want to play?
I'm going past players that I want to play. Lauren Jackson.
Why?
She's a legend, and just especially being in Seattle for so many years, like meeting her from afar and knowing how impactful her game was, like the versatility and that type of thing, and I wanna go up against that.
Yeah, I have one other question. So, tone fits, you bring it every game, even away games.
Thank you.
How have you and Courtney Mays kind of put your look together, and like how have you come into your own with your identity?
Yeah, I think Court and I have worked together to find my identity in the styling world by just making sure I'm comfortable. It varies from game to game, like home or away, but I want to wear things and show the fans and the audience like the things that I wear to the game are things that I'm gonna wear in real life, and show them that clothes can be re-wearable and reusable, because it's like you can't have something new in your closet every single day, or you just have like the biggest closet I've ever seen. And just being comfortable and confident in it. Like the look good, feel good, play good is like a real thing. And I'm comfortable in everything that I wear.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stewie, we have some New York questions for you.
Come on.
Do you have a biggest New York pet peeve, whether it's like someone biking on the sidewalk or playing loud music on the subway?
Oh, I hate the biking on the sidewalk. It's literally not even a New York thing. I think it's just an everywhere thing. I'm like, there's literally a bike lane for you. Why are you on the sidewalk? Right?
And then people love to use the phrase Stu York City.
Stu York, yeah.
If Stu York City was a real place and you were the mayor, what would be the first law or policy you put in place?
If Stu York was a real city and I was the mayor, the first law that I will put in place, we're gonna get that MetroCards back. I like them.
You like a physical card?
Yeah, vintage.
How big of a factor is we're hearing about record expansion fees and we're hearing about team evaluations? For you guys as players, how important are those factors in these negotiations?
Yeah, I think knowing the numbers and what we're hearing about how much it costs to buy in and to be a part of this league, like it's kind of like, all right, if this is the asking price and this is the TV deal, then make it make sense on the other side as well. You know what I mean? So we're trying to go off of as much numbers and data as we have, but knowing how much teams are paying to be a part of this league is definitely helpful for us.